Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Athlete's Mentor, aka the Dragon, and we got another one for you today. Today we're going to talk about what it takes to be successful in your sport, fitness, or just to be successful in general. So let's get to it. First, you need to acquire the knowledge of what it takes to be successful, right? So whether it be your sport, whether it be fitness goals, whether it be working, whatever it is, you want to manifest something, you need to know what it takes. You need to acquire the knowledge for that sport or for that endeavor that you're embarking on. So let's say, for instance, you're a football player, right? We need to know what type of training we need to be doing. We need to know what type of mindset we need to have. We need to know what type of food we need to be eating. We need to know what type of rest we need to be doing. Particularly for football players, you need to have a strong overall body with a great foundation in the legs. Your legs are very important, and that goes for most sports. So you want to build your legs up. You want to make sure your upper body is strong enough to take hits. You want to be flexible and durable so that you don't get injured much. You want to be smart. You know, the smartest players are going to be on the field and not the most athletic. Let's go smartest first, then it's the most athletic. So if you're smart and you're athletic, you're going to be on the field. You're going to be playing. You know, you need to know how to recover. You need to understand these things. You need to focus your mind. You need to have a keen focus on being a football player. Same thing goes for all the other sports. Soccer, keen focus, right? You got to have a lot of endurance in that. You know that. You need to know. You need to have touch passing. You need to have be able to kick the ball hard and long. You know, baseball player, you got to have great reaction timing. You got to constantly work on your swing. You know, where you're in the outfield, you're going to need speed. You're going to need jumping ability. You're going to need great hand-eye coordination. Whether it be a track and field guy, it's linear speed all day. You got to have a strong foundation in the legs. You got to have power in the legs. You got to be flexible, like a cheetah. You know, these are some of the things you got to understand when it comes to your sport specifically and excelling in that. Whether it be fitness goals, you need to know your body type. You need to know what type of training you should be doing. If you're a big bulky type of person and you're trying to lose weight, doing a lot of weights and heavy weights is not going to help you. You're just going to build muscle on top of that. You need to be focusing more on cardio. You need to be focusing more on diet. Those are the type of things you need to acquire, the knowledge that you need to acquire in order to make that happen. If you're just trying to be successful in business and entrepreneurship, it's the same thing. You go out, you study, you get the knowledge. All right, you want to start up a business, then you need to know what it takes to start that business up. You guys got to know and understand that. And then the next thing you guys need to have is perseverance. Because when anything that you want to be successful in life, it's hard. It's not easy. You know, if it's easy, it's probably not worth the endeavor. So why even try it? But you guys got to understand that, you know, you got to enjoy the journey and the process that it takes to get there. So you want to make sure that times are going to be rough sometimes. You want to make sure that you keep a steady and level-headed mind and that you can continue to push through and not give up on your hopes and dreams just when stuff gets hard. Because trust me, whether you're just trying to start up a business, whether you're trying to reach a fitness goal, you know, you want to lose 50 pounds, you want to be the fastest player on your team, these things are difficult. But you got to enjoy the journey. You got to enjoy the training. You got to enjoy the studying. You guys got to enjoy this whole process, you know, live in the present. And that's why it's called the present, because it is a present. You got to enjoy it, and it sets you up for the future. You learn from your past. You apply that to your present to set up for your future. So that's number two. Have that perseverance and be dedicated and seeing your vision out to the end. All right, so let's talk about setting goals. Right? It's super important to set your goals and set your intentions correctly. So you need to be specific when you set your goals. You can write it down. You can have a goal board, a vision board. Those things help. Just writing down things in a journal, right? So I want to be a baseball player. I'm going to set my training log. I'm going to make sure I go to my training today. I'm going to make sure I watch hitting videos. I'm going to make sure I do my weight training. I'm going to make sure I'm sleeping right, eating right. All right, I'm watching baseball a lot. You know, you got to fill your mind up with what you want to become. The mind's like a computer, and you got to program it with these goals. Program it, see your goals out, manifest them, and make them happen. See it all the way out to the end. Take the time, enjoy the process. Goal setting will help you out tremendously. If you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're gonna go. I asked one of my clients the other day, I asked him, man, so do you want to play football in college? And his response was, I don't know. So that's the same type of result he's gonna get. It's gonna be up for grabs. He doesn't know, right? But if he sets his mind to playing football in college, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna become a college football player. And then if he sets his mind even harder, he can become a starter in college. And then if he sets his mind even harder, he can become a professional football player, whether it be Canada, Arena, NFL, or whatnot. So setting those goals are super important. I always set my goals. I set goals all the time. And I try to see them out to the end every time I set a goal. You know, I had goals to become a great trainer. So I set my goals to do that. And now I'm on that path. I'm embarking on that journey. And it was rough starting out. You know, I had to go through struggles, you know, not making that much money starting out, you know, not making much money, not making any money at all sometimes. You know, I started out very basic. Starting out training people in the park for $5. Just come train with me for $5. You know, getting my feet wet. And then I set more goals. All right, now I need to get more knowledge to understand what it takes to be a better trainer. And then I teamed up with people and ended up in the position I'm at now. And now I'm training some of the top athletes in Illinois, and I'm seeing their goals become true. And I always tell them, you know, you got to program your mind, set these goals, and make them happen. So that's goal setting, all right? The next thing is don't settle, all right? Don't settle for mediocrity, you know? If it be, you know, you starting a business or whatever it is, you have some let's say you want to get your bench press up, and you know you're supposed to do 10 sets of 10, but you only do 8 sets because you're kind of in a rush or you got something else to do and you think it's more important. Don't settle for that. Go ahead and see that, hit those last 2 sets. See your vision out to the end, you know. Somebody presents something to you and it's not what you had in mind. Let's say you get a scholarship from a D2 school, but you had a D1 school in your mind, then don't settle for that. Go ahead and walk on. Go ahead and walk on. You know, make a name for yourself. Make yourself be heard, be seen. All right? Don't settle for things that weren't in your vision if it doesn't settle right with your spirit. And you'll know your intuition will tell you. It'll tell you to speak to you. So see that out to the end. Don't settle for anything like that. Always constantly strive to get better. You guys gotta strive to get better every single day. Every day is another opportunity for you to get better. So let's say if I want to get better at sprinting, then I need to sprint more. So let's say the first 2 weeks I sprint 5 days a week, and I do 10 100-meter sprints. All right, so now I'm doing 80% speed, full speed. All right, the next 2 weeks I need to bump that up. Let's go 85%. Maybe let's throw another sprint in there. Let's go 11 sets. All right, the next 2 weeks I need to bump up. All right, constantly strive to get better. Every day is an opportunity for that. When you wake up, you set your goals. You wake up in the morning, you set your goals. How can I get better today? What I got to do to self-improve? What can I do to self-improve myself to make me better than I was yesterday? Do I need to change my diet up? Do I need to study more? Do I need to read? Do I need to sleep more? Do I need to meditate? You know, figure out what it is that you need to do and then get better every single day. Because what happens when you do that, you inspire other people. They see you and they want to work harder. And then you helping other people out not even knowing what you're doing, you know? You know, I get a lot of people hit me up and tell me that I'm inspiring. And this is the reason why, because I always do self-improvement. I'm always trying to get better. I'm not settling to be complacent, because ordinary is boring, and I don't want to live an ordinary life, right? So I set goals for myself, and I don't settle. You know, I see them through to the end. All right, constantly strive to get better. All right. So here's some of the things that I do currently, and that I did in the past that helped me out. Right. So I wanted to become an NFL football player. So I know I needed to run a fast 40. I had to run a fast 40, right? So what I would do is I would strength train, get my legs very strong, and I would run track. And then on top of that, I would go run 40s. Now I did this every day, 5 days a week for about 4 months. All right, so I went from a 5.6, 5.7 to a 4.48 electronic time. Had I not popped my hamstring, I could have ran a 4.3, who knows? But I constantly trained for this. I constantly trained. I made sure my diet was right. I was getting protein. I was taking creatine. I was eating healthy, eating high protein meals. And I was training a lot. I was stretching a lot, making sure my body's flexible. I'm training my fast twitch muscle fibers. I'm learning techniques, watching videos, and I got my 40 down. Like I said, if you watch some of my past videos, you'll see, you watch my journey to the NFL, you see I ran the fastest 40 in the combine. It was like 200 to 300 people there. I ran the fastest 40 out of all of them. They were coming up to me, asking me how I did it. And it's the same thing over and over. And sometimes on this journey, when you're focusing on your goals, things get boring. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But it becomes second nature, and it gets programmed in your subconscious mind, and you're doing stuff now that you're like, dang, if you look back, you'll see how much slower you were, how much weaker you were. And you look back, you're like, man, it's just automatic now. I don't have to even think about this anymore. When it came to me being an entrepreneur, I wanted to be a successful entrepreneur. I had to get the research and apply the research. I set goals for myself. I want to make this much money this year. I want to have this type of car this year. These are the things that I set for myself, and I made them happen. I see it to the end. I see the vision. I see the process. So with that being said, I hope this video inspires you guys. Go out, get up off your ass, man, and make something happen. Go inspire somebody else. Train hard. Educate your mind. Get the knowledge you need. Work on yourself. Self-improvement. Don't settle, and make something happen. All right, I got that merch coming out for you guys now. So if you guys are interested in ordering some of I got t-shirts, Athlete Mentor t-shirts. They're in camo. You can email me at athletesmentor7@gmail.com. athletesmentor7@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, athletes_mentor. And get some of that fresh merch if you guys want to support the business, or just look clean, look like a soldier when you're out there, because it is camo. But man, I hope this video is inspiring for you guys. Get up off your butt, make something happen. Until the next time.
Wake up, early mornings, late nights, hopping on a different flight. What's the meaning of life, ayy? Wake up, same-ish, different day. Make a wish, call it pray. Am I sick, am I okay, ayy? Stay up, late nights.